Honorable Speaker, sir, thank you so much for allowing me to resume and continue the pending motion from the last budget session. It is an honor and privilege for me that you have allowed for this important motion to take up today for discussion. Sir, as I have just started my deliberation on the previous budget session, so let me dwell upon those certain issues that has not yet been covered during my previous speech, where the motion which specifically touch about the infrastructure, how to improve the infrastructure within urban area, how to improve sanitation in various cities and towns in the state, as well as other important census town or district headquarters in our state, Meghalaya. Meghalaya is rapidly urbanizing, while major cities like Shillong, Tura, Joai have seen substantial increase in urban growth and in the degree of planned urban growth. Whereas census town, for example, Nongpoh, or even Nongstoh, or Mayrang, Maukerwat, and other part of Garo Hills also, be it like Resu Belpara, Mendi Pathar, and other district headquarters, in which they are in a transition period from a rural to an urban setup in a very fast-paced. And we have seen that there is a governance gap. Let me repeat that there is a governance gap between the full-fledged town that we have, or the cities, and the various census towns within the state, where they have not been fully recognized as municipalities, yet they are facing various issues with regard to infrastructure and sanitation. For example, in the census town like Nongpoh, the challenges: inadequate infrastructure like roads, the drainage system, unregulated construction, which is on, lack of solid waste management. I'm not saying it is not there at all. It is there. But I'm using the word lack because it is not up to the mark. The poor water and sanitation facilities, as well as limited power supply, public transport, etc. So when we talk about the capital of our state, Shillong, it is the fact that the government has taken a serious note on how to address various issues for infrastructure as well as sanitation within our capital state. As I have said in my opening remark, Shillong is growing at a very fast pace, and it has evolved over a year as one of the favorite destinations, especially when we look at the amount of tourist footfall within our state in the recent past. And the initiative that has been taken by the present government, even all the successive government in the past, be it to increase in the allocation of fund, in annual budget, be it from the state scheme, as well as central scheme or the externally aided project that we are having within our state. Thanks to the government for all the endeavors which address towards the sustainability of various projects within our state capital, especially with the kind of initiative that has been taken to improve tourism sector within the state as well as other tourist destinations within our state. Urban infrastructure, especially through the smart city project that has taken shape. For example, in the recent past, project like the multi-level parking at various locations in the city to address the traffic congestion, the inadequate parking space, as well as the Shillong Business cum Tourism and Cultural Center at Police Bazaar. Then the Waumkra Riverfront Development and Lakefront Green, the commercial complex at Polo, redevelopment of Laimkra Supermarket, implementation of integrated command and control center, construction of rainwater harvesting at various locations within the city. The list will go on. These are the few that I have mentioned. Government have done a tremendous job. But all through all this initiative, and I'm not wrong to say that it will translate into addressing these various issues that have been faced by the people at large within Shillong City. When we talk about urbanization, when we talk about the rural-urban migration, increase of population, congested parking space, increasing of number of vehicles, the flooding during monsoon session, these are challenges. And this is a continuous process in every successive budget. We have seen, we have come across an allocation to address these various issues also. And the challenges how to address the pollution, various rivers within Shillong City. And we're happy to see the expand of the river clean-up project that have been started, which is on the right direction. And to address the challenges like the drainage system within the city. Even though the building bylaws are there, to the MUDA and the district council, but I have seen in various locations unregulated construction which is happening within municipality, outside municipality, as well as within Shillong agglomeration. Challenges like water scarcity. During the question hour, we have just discussed about the shortage of water supply within Shillong City, which is a huge concern. And even though we have seen the increasing number of slums in various locations, which is a huge challenge to the government, to the Urban Affairs Department, municipalities, and other concerned departments to address all these issues. Mr. Chairman, sir, in this regard, through this motion, I would like to press upon the Urban Affairs Department, as well as other line department like the Water Resources or the PHE or the other department that we have, PWD Roads and Building, where there should be a close coordination time and again to address this issue. In the Smart City project, there is a proposal for a smart road within Shillong City. Would like to get a clarity on this also, that why the smart road has not been taken place, and what are the various issues and hurdles that is faced by the concerned authority to start this project. The dream and aspiration of the people of the state, especially of Shillong City, that we will try to move ahead if it is feasible to have a flyover to ease congestion within the city. But we understand Shillong is a packed city with household, with shop, commercial complex, narrow road. It is not an easy task for the department, even though possibilities are there where various locations can be identified where this kind of project could take place. One very important aspect, how to ensure about the cleanliness, sanitation within our Shillong City, is that the initiative that has been taken, how to take on board the community, Dorbar Shnong, the locality, Seng Longkami, Seng Kentay, Seng Samla, where various meetings has taken place in the past. And we understand to address this issue about the drainage system, about cleanliness, sanitation, more initiative that has been taken and should be taken by the government, as well as it is the duty of the concerned citizen also. It is not only to blame only to the government and to the department, only to the municipalities and urban affairs department or the district council, but it is the duty of each and every one of us. Through you, Mr. Chairman, sir, the message has to go wide and clear to the people of the state, to the people of Shillong also. I'm saying this with utmost seriousness, that we have to work together to take the sense of responsibility, how I will be a part of cleanliness within my cities, within my town, within my locality. We should not waste our time just by pointing fingers at others. What are the municipalities are doing, what are the urban affairs department are doing, but we should take responsibility to ourselves also, to start and to work together. And I'm thankful to many community within Shillong also. They have taken this initiative to work together with the government, with the department, to ensure that cleanliness has to be restored within our beautiful city. So we have seen in the recent past how to improve the space, to enhance the space for pedestrian, within our state capital. The initiative taken by the department to shift the hawkers from the main Police Bazar junction to a designated location. It is one of the positive steps that has been taken. Even though resistance are there, but I felt that this is a very good step. But I'm happy and congratulate the government. It is not that they take away the hawkers and throw somewhere else. Take them from there, put them somewhere where they can earn their livelihood from there. Issues and challenges will always be there. We cannot deny the fact. But we have seen this transformation that has taken place. And this should take place not only in Kandailat, in other important locations of Shillong. And this cannot be done within a night. It will take time to address, to make a makeshift or to make a separate location for the hawkers. They also, we have to respect, they have the right. They earn their livelihood out of that. So we have to respect. And this initiative, I would like to press upon the department, not only in Shillong, not only in Limekra, not only in Polo, not only in Laban. The Urban Affairs Department, as well as the locality, we have to take initiative to start thinking at various important district headquarters also. People are increasing. We have seen the rural-urban migration is more nowadays. District headquarters in various places within our state. We have seen, you go to Tura or you go to Maukerwat, you go to Secretariat, you go to Nongpoh, you go to Nongstoh. We have to regulate. Okay, in Shillong, there are municipal urban affairs, there are a few other municipalities within the state, and other census town also. Strong message has to go from the Urban Affairs Department and other concerned deputy commissioner, town committees, which is under the district council. They have to work together to ensure, to make space for pedestrian, for vehicle, as well as we have to respect each other. It goes line in line with the beautification of our beautiful state headquarters, Shillong. Various locations and points the government has started. Watts Lake and other locations. At the same time, when we talk about beautification, where the government is on the right track of developing the new Shillong, where the knowledge city, administrative city, new assembly building, new secretariat, and other facilities where the government have started to develop. We understand, as I have said, challenges will always be there, but the case of the present Shillong city and the new Shillong is different. Where the initiative that has been taken by the Urban Affairs Department in New Shillong, it is commendable. We wish all the best to the Urban Affairs Department and to ensure that the road connectivity to be made, and already those have already been made, and where the offices, where the residential places, commercial complex. It has to be in place, and we are on the right direction to address that this issue has to be followed accordingly. So with regard to sanitation, we understand the adoption of FSSTP, that is Fecal Sludge Septic Treatment Plan. It is important, and the department should ensure that this should happen, and it should ensure each and every citizen that they will be aware of this kind of facilities. When we talk about our state capital, we are very optimistic to see that in the next 10 to 15 years, many changes will be there. When we talk about connectivity, to get rid of the congestion while coming towards the state capital, especially while traveling through Nongpoh, Umiam, then to Shillong. The initiative that has been taken through Western Bypass, and today during question hour we have listened about the Eastern Bypass also. It will address all this issue about urban congestion. And I'm not wrong to say that initiative that has been taken and the initiative that will be taken, which is under the pipeline, where the government will restore in due course of time. So when we talk about the various census towns, as I've said in my opening remark, about the shortfall, about the issues, the inadequate, improper connectivity, and other issues also, it is important to note that apart from concentrating in Shillong and other important cities, the department and the government should also focus more on how to improve facility in other census towns. For example, as a legislator from Nongpoh, I will stress more on Nongpoh town. The National Highway 6, which is going through Nongpoh town, this is the fact that every monsoon we experience flood, waterlogging, in which the locality come in between. Whether it is a duty of the National Highway Authority of India, or it is a duty from the urban affairs, or from the village community, or from the PWD road department. As I have said in my opening remark also, the sense of responsibility from the people at large also play a vital role. The improper drainage system within Nongpoh town, if you talk only in Ribhoi, maybe Jorabat or Bernihat, every monsoon, if there is continuous rain for 1 hour, it is flooded everywhere. So I would like to urge upon Mr. Chairman, sir, through you, through this motion to the government, to immediately address the issue with regards to the improper cross drain or the drainage system within Ribhoi district, or even in other part of the state also, where Nahai should be instructed, or the PWD road department should be instructed properly to address this issue. And my suggestion to this is that the close coordination between the Urban Affairs Department the Water Resources Department, PHE Department, Soil Conservation Department in Nongpoh town. They have to come together, sit and discuss how to find out ways and means to address the improper drainage system, not only on National Highway, but on both sides of National Highway, within various localities. I understand from the Urban Affairs Department, every year through the ID scheme, we are getting projects for drains, for footpath, but it is not enough. As we have seen, various natural drain has been blocked by various random dumping of soil, which is taking place every day, unregulated making of road within locality. I'm not talking about the road from the department. And various issues. So this line department, they have to come together and to ensure, to find a solution, through you, Mr. Chairman, sir, that they have to address immediately about the proper drainage system within Nongpoh. We have discussed about the parking space for vehicle, for autos, for local taxi in various town and district headquarters within the state. It is a time where the department, the police department, the locality, the respective town committee, they have to come together and to address this issue. As a legislator of Nongpoh, we have taken this initiative as much as we can. But at the same time, we need close coordination from the government as well. When we talk about the infrastructure development scheme, the ID scheme, I'm thankful to the Urban Affairs Department, to the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, to the Finance Department for allocation of fund within the budget for the year 2023-24. Thank you so much. But I would like to reiterate the Urban Affairs Department that from now onward, please don't decrease the fund, sir. Because for the interest of the August House, just a small example, for Nongpoh town, in the year 2020-21, the allocation is only 10,42,103. In the year 2021-22, it is 23,99,857. In the year 2022-23, 25,04,155. For the year 2023-24, it is 1,05,95,151. And for the year 24-25, it is more than 6 crore. So not only for Nongpoh, for other census town also, they have been receiving sufficient amount of fund project. This kind of initiative, effort that has been taken through you, Mr. Chairman, sir, I would like to request to the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister in charge of Urban Affairs to please take note by not decreasing. It should increase from now on. That is my sincere request as a mover of this motion. So apart from that, about the guidelines in ID scheme, there are various guidelines which regulate how to propose schemes and all. The way it allows like footpath, like drains or CC motorable road, and if possible, to ensure about the connectivity, if the guideline allows about the metaling blacktopping also to be happen. I'm not talking about the whole stretch of the road that is needed, but there are few sections that the soil or the area it is feasible for a metalling and blacktopping and not for a CC motorable road. So this also, if it could be incorporated within the guidelines, it will be very helpful. At the same time, sir, with regard to the solid waste management in Nongpoh also, this is the project that is still have not taken place. It is on the initial stage. I have met the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, the concerned officer. We had a meeting also with regard to the solid waste management, how to clear the garbage from various localities in Nongpoh, and how to dump within the designated area. Just in the last 2 months, there is an agitation from that particular locality known as Umshangling because of unregulated dumping of garbage by the agency that has been entrusted, and they have agitated and they have come to me also, and with the Deputy Commissioner we have organized one meeting with the locality to get their confidence so that they will allow, because the right Nongpoh and the village Umshangling, they have generously cooperated with the department to allow for dumping of the garbage within that particular area. So my request is that, because on that day when we had the meeting in the conference room in DC office also, where in the presence of Director of the Urban Affairs also, where commitment has been made for the proper construction of an approach route toward that dumping ground, as well as other basic amenities for that particular area, so that the locality wouldn't suffer by the smell which is coming out from the dumping ground. So through you, Mr. Chairman, sir, I would like to request the department to take cognizance of this very important project so that it will take shape as soon as possible, as well as about the status of the new landfill to be made in other location. I would like to get a clarity on this also, so that for the interest of the August House as well as for the interest of the people of Nongpoh town, we would like to see that the new landfill should take place as soon as possible. With regard to the present infrastructure within the town, about how to redesign the present shopping complex, it is one of the beautiful complex that has been made. But we have had a meeting with various locality, with the management committee also, that with regards to certain floor in the 3rd and the 4th floor, where I would urge the department to send the architect to redesign, to make it more attractive for the shopkeepers to be there, and so that they will be of a great benefit for the people at large. At the same time, sir, with regard to Nongpoh town and to other census town also, my another suggestion is that, if possible, from the Urban Affairs Department, to have a master plan to saturate the project, to saturate the fund as much as we can, for on a pilot project where we can select district headquarter, or we can select the census town, where we could develop various issues with under the control or the town planner which has been there in place, to send and to ensure that it will be of great benefit. So in Nongpoh town, with regard to one of the project that is still not been taken place, that is the Integrated Housing and Slum Development Program, IHSDP, which is roughly, it has around 240 units in the beginning, and this also, it is an issue which needs a special attention from the department to ensure that it should start and all those family, BPL family, who are entitled to settle there, they could settle, they could shift there properly. I understand there are issues from the locality. As a legislator, I will ensure the House to give full cooperation with the Urban Affairs Department to ensure that this project, the Integrated Housing and Slum Development Program, should take place as soon as possible. With regard to PMAYU, sir, we hope that in days to come we'll get more and more sanction for the number of units within the town so that it could easily address, especially for the family who really need a shelter to stay. So with regard to the solar mission, Census Town has to be enlightened. Mr. Chairman, sir, you hold also as a chairman of MNREDA. So I would request through you also, in collaboration with the Urban Affairs Department, as I have said in my remark about the saturation of project, be it for drain, be it for connectivity, be it for solar street light, if other or the park within locality, this has to be in place, and I would request to consider for this kind of project within the town. And before I resume my seat, I would like to reiterate once again about those important issues that I have raised through this motion, through you, Mr. Chairman, sir, to the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, about the new landfill within Nongpoh town, and then about the immediate implementation of the Integrated Housing Slum Development Program, then about allocation of more funds through ID scheme in various census towns within the state, as well as close coordination between urban PHE water resources to address the flooding and the waterlogging within the town, as well as redesign of the present shopping complex, as well as the other issues within the town for beautification of Nongpoh. As a reminder, through you, Mr. Chairman, sir, to the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, who is also in charge of transport for the MTC building in Nongpoh, which is right in front when we're entering. It is in a dilapidated condition, so I would urge through you, to Transport Department as well as Meghalaya Transport Department to look into for the beautification of this very iconic place, and it will be of great help for tourism and other sector in the state. Thank you, sir, for allowing me to move this motion, and I hope that the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister will take note of the point that we have noted. We are here for the interest of the people at large. I'm not talking only about Nongpoh, but Shillong as a headquarter and other important district headquarter and census town within a state that we should have more and more concentration. Thank you so much for the government for doing so much in the past, and the dream and aspiration with optimistic framework in mind. We would like to see that better things will happen in days to come. Thank you so much, sir. I will resume my seat.
Thank you, Mayralborn Syiem. Now I will call Minister in charge to reply. Minister in charge, please.
Mr. Chairman, sir. First of all, I am very thankful to the Honorable Member Sri Mayralborn Syiem, MLA from Nongpoh, for moving this motion, which is a very, very important one, which gives me opportunities to discuss on the methods and policy for improving the infrastructure, sanitation, etc. Yes, an honorable member in the last sessions highlighted the issues of so many issues. And I'm also thanks to you, Mr. Mansa, and the Honorable Speaker for giving me to continue again the same issue so that I can highlight it today in this floor of this August House. Mr. Shamansa, we know that Meghalaya population is estimated at 38 lakh approximately, with an above of 7 lakh residing in the urban areas itself. At present, the state has 6 urban local bodies, ULBs, covered under the Meghalaya Municipal Acts 1973, 1 cantonment boards and 10 census towns. An urban development in the state has been cornerstone of progress, transforming urban spaces into a suitable world-class cities. And the government is committed to holistic development of cities and census towns, ensuring that this necessary public infrastructure is an integral part of components of the urban center in the state as a whole. Urban areas in Meghalaya, including cities like Shillong, Tura, and Joy, faces challenges such as the infrastructure strains, traffic congestions, housing shortage, and inefficient waste management. And to address this, the government is promoting sustainable urban development through GIS-based plannings, improved mobilities, and better amenities. Efforts include developing public transport, FSTPS, parkings, and public spaces. Under the infrastructure development scheme, Rupees 225 crore was allocated in the year 2024-25 for infrastructure upgrade in Shillong, Nongstoy, Nongpoh, and Mokarwat. In recent years, the department has prepared policies and implemented schemes based on the guidelines published by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs on the following urban sector as detailed below. The government has developed a comprehensive solid waste management strategy based on guidelines published by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. And the key focus areas are primary collection at source, secondary collections and disposal, waste reductions and recycling, and stakeholders engagement and capacity buildings. The Swachh Bharat Mission's urban is being implemented in few towns of Meghalaya, which include like Shillong, Tura, Joy, Nongstoy, William Nagar, Risubelpara, Mayrang, Nongpoh, Bagmara, and Shillong cantonment area. Presently, 8 out of the 10 urban local bodies of Meghalaya have been declared as ODF towns, which includes Nongpoh, whereas 2 towns, that is Joy Municipal Board and Shillong Municipal Board, have been declared as ODF, plus status town. That is, all residents within this town have access to toilet. Even in the 9th National Advisory and Review Committee of MOA, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, held on the 8th June 2023, a total budget of 74.93 crore was approved for Meghalaya under the Swachh Bharat Mission 2.0 Urbans. And these include projects such as City Solid Waste Action Plans, City Sanitation Action Plans for toilets and used water, informations, educations and communications, and capacity buildings. In Shillong, waste management and sanitation solutions are being implemented as per the Shillong's action plans. The plan includes a 25 TPD material recovery facilities and sanitary landfill projects currently awaiting environmental clearance. Additionally, the Shillong Cantonment Board has approved a 2 TPD material recovery facilities for dry waste. To address the long-standing concern associated with waste dumping, the government is undertaking large-scale biomining operations at key landfill sites across cities. At Martins, in Shillong, one Meghalaya oldest and the largest landfills, the government is remediating approximately 3.45 lakhs metric ton of accumulated waste, with 41% of it already processed. And the government is spending around Rs 12.75 crore for these projects presently. To address the concerns around used water, widespread use of septic tanks, and concern our river water quality, the government is developing a comprehensive plan which strengthens facial sludge and septage management (FSSM) in Meghalaya, and 2 fecal sludge treatment plants at Shillong Municipal Board and Martin are operational. supported by a fleet of cesspool vehicles, ensuring safe sludge collection and disposal across ULB's bodies. To enhance coverage and regulation schedule dislodgings, a system where ULB manage timely septic tanks emptying with standardized annual user charges is being introduced in the state. To improve Shillong infrastructures, the government has undertaken several development projects. The Wamkra riverfront is being transformed into an inclusive public spaces that integrate nature with the modern infrastructures. A new Shillong township is being developed as one of the first planned cities in the northeast region, with a comprehensive master plan covering road connectivities and urban services like water, wastewater management, etc. It is set to become the NMT capitals of the country, with major road featuring footpaths and tree lines to address traffic congestions. New roads are being built, and upgraded city's bus system with 35 modern AC buses is being introduced. Under the Prime Minister e-bus Seva scheme, Meghalaya is set to receive 50 electric buses by 2026, which will be deployed to strengthen public transport services in Shillong cities. To support the infrastructures, the government is constructing an electric bus depot in New Shillong City. And the government has also launched the Chief Minister Green Taxi scheme to transitions from conventional taxi to electric taxis, aligning with India's broader goals of clean energy and sustainable mobilities. The government has launched the Chief Minister Regional Transport Scheme, which aims to connect all block headquarters with district headquarters in Meghalaya by offering financial aid to entrepreneurs to operate daily buses services on this road. In Tura, a 10.5 TPD material recovery facility has been fully constructed, with operator trainings currently underway. A dump site remediation project targeting 10,000 tons of waste is currently in progress, while a new century landfill facility is awaiting an environmental impact assessment EIA in Tura, and remediation of legacy waste at the Rongkhon landfill site is currently underway, with 40% of the work completed. The project's aim at addressing long-standing waste accumulated has sanctioned a cost of 5.1 crore. Additionally, a 7.5 MLD sewage treatment plant has been approved with a project cost of rupees 11.25 crore. Tura received 5.06 crore in government fundings for infrastructure development, which was utilized for constructing public drains, motorable road, and fencing to improve the town overall urban infrastructures. Additionally, the government is investing in the key infrastructure projects, including the construction of the additional Secretariat complex, a working women hostels, a convention center, and a heliport at a cost of rupees 257.7 crore to support the infrastructure need in these regions. In July, several initiatives have been undertaken to enhance waste and sanitation infrastructure. A 6 TPD compost plan has been completed and is now operational, while a 4 TPD material recovery facility is also ready, with operator training currently is in progress. A dump site remediation project targeting 54,000 tons of waste in the tendering stage and sanitary landfills is awaiting an environmental impact assessment, and a 2.5 MLD sewage treatment plan has also been approved with a project cost of rupees 3.75 crore. July received the highest infrastructure investment of rupees 8.8 crore under the state government infrastructure development scheme, which was utilized for road construction, drainage system, and public facilities, significantly enhancing the town urban infrastructures. The detailed project report DPR for the solid waste management facility at Shangleng for Nongpoh Town Committee, Riboy District, and Meghalaya has been prepared by the Shillong Municipal Board. A consultation was held with the community leaders and input was taken into consideration through comprehensive deliberations. The Nongpoh Town Committee, with a population of 18,330 approximately, an estimated waste generation of 7 TPD presently lacks of operational scientific waste processing system, and the facilities are unmanaged dump site, resulting in environmental degradation and community grievances. And the DPR has been developed in response to these challenges and aim to transform the facilities into a sustainable, community-driven and scientifically managed solid waste management system. The project proposed the establishment of a material recovery facilities, renovations of the composting plant, installations of modern equipment, shredder, balers, conveyors, bag-hog loaders, and developments of supporting civil infrastructure, including retaining walls, drainage, approach road, and utilities. And the DPR also provides for 1 year of operations and maintenance, including manpower, trainings, and awareness program to ensure smooth functioning and the sustainabilities. With an estimated cost of rupees 5.06 crore, the project is designed to achieve up to 95% resource recovery. In line with the Solid Waste Management Rules 2016, the Meghalaya State Waste Management Policy Strategy 2019, upon implementation, the facilities will not only address long-standing community concern, but also serve as a model for achieving zero waste in smaller town of Meghalaya. Similarly, initiatives are being undertaken in all other urban areas such as Williamnagar, Nongpoh, Tura, Joy, etc. To address growing mobility challenges in the Shillong's planning areas, Shillong Urban Mobility Policy 2024 has been notified. It aims to promote sustainable, inclusive, reliable, and affordable transport, not only for Shillong but including the census town around Shillong. To manage growing parking demands and reduce congestions in urban centers, the government has introduced the Meghalaya Parking Policy 2025, focusing on community participation, off-street parking, and tech-driven solution. The key measure to creating the Meghalaya Urban Regulation Committee and 7 zonal task force to oversee traffic and parking management. This is led by an additional district magistrate and include officials from traffic, police, urban planning, and police and communities member. Parking management in Shillong actively promote community partnerships involving local residents in key aspects as identifying parking and no parking zone, hiring parking attendants and collecting parking within their respective localities. The government has notified the parking fees. In Shillong, parking fees collection has been initiated in Missions, Compound, and Nongrim Hill, using electronic tickets vending machines and a customized parking management apps for Shillongs. The government is now expanding this system to other areas in phased manner to streamline parking operation citywide. To address the shortage of parking spaces, the government has notified a scheme which provides a one-time capital grants for private landowners, Dorbar Shillong, NGOs, and cooperatives to develop or upgrade parking facilities. The grant includes rupees 1 lakh per equivalent car space for surface level and stacked parking, and rupees 5 lakh per equivalent car space, or 75% of DPR cost for automated car parkings. Additionally, the government is also developing more new parking space across the city to address the shortage of the parking space in around the cities. The government has taken significant steps to support street vendors in Shillong through a comprehensive survey covering 1,400 vendors. In the first phase, 407 vendors in Kandailat were found eligible for a certificate of vending COV under the Meghalaya Street Vendor Scheme 2023. And the vendors have been successfully relocated to the first floor of Muda parking lot, where vending stalls were constructed. The stalls have been allotted through a transparent draw of lots, ensuring regulated, inclusive, and dignified vending spaces for the urban livelihoods. A similar initiative is being extended to other localities across Shillong, where alternative vending zones have been identified, and the government is currently in the process of relocating eligible street vendor to these designated areas. Apart from this policy for town in the state, GIS-based master plan will also be prepared for 6 towns, including Juai, Tura, Risubal Para, Nongpoh, Nongstoh, and William Nagar. Presently, the department has issued a work order to begin this exercise. And the master plan will provide a framework of urban developments covering sectors such as urban housing, transportation, sanitation, and waste management, amongst other, over multiple decades to improve the urban quality of life for all citizens. And the government has engaged 10 urban planners on a contractual basis to support urban development initiative, enhance planning capacity, and ensure effective implementations of infrastructure and policies projects across the urban areas in the states. The online buildings permission system implemented by the Meghalaya Urban Development Authority (MUDA) is now live and offer a streamlined end-to-end digital process for citizens, from submitting building permit applications and plan scrutiny to receiving the building permission certificate online as per the Meghalaya Bylaws 2021. To expand its reach, the government is working to onboard the Autonomous District Council, enabling systematic adoptions of this digital system even in the rural areas. As part of its commitments to urban transformations and the other towns in the states, the government has prioritized urban developments with an investment of rupees 6,000 crore across the urban center in Meghalaya. While challenges remain, significant progress is being made through key initiatives focused on developing new urban centers, enhancing mobility, improving amenities, adopting modern planning tools, and encouraging strong community partnership. Hopefully, this will expect your visibles and the also with different development infrastructure has been underway for many sectors in different places of the state. And also, I would like to inform the honorable member from Nongpoh, who is the mover of the motion, about this smart road, about the smart road project, which is implemented by the smart city. So yes, we face a little problem. That is one of the reasons the smart road does not move ahead, because this project was taken up at templates, road stretch for a length of 450 meters. During the execution of this stretch, there were challenges in respect of shifting and utility services such as water, power, telecommunications, and storm drainage, and access to school. It faces a lot of problems, which is difficult to move ahead. And the main problem is that to keep all the utilities lines and access to school function during constructions and coordinations. And we receive a complaint from so many from the localities from time to time. So lastly, a meeting was held jointly between the urban department and the Piludi Road under the chairmanship of the Deputy Syiem in charge Piludi. And we have decided to pre-close these projects because it's really complicated, which is impossible to move ahead. And we have decided at the same time, this smart road will be foreclosed as of now. And we have decided on 5th June 2024. And also the meeting was decided all the remaining portion, all the road surface in the city will be sanctioned from the pre-road, will resurface all these important roads within the cities. And as of now, the pre has done it, sanction has been done, and tender has been called. Hopefully with this coming season, I think we'll be getting a new road. But as far as smart road project is concerned, we have foreclosed this project due to these challenges faced during the executions. And also, yes, of course, it is a fact that we from the urban department, we are trying to focus even all these census towns to give more funds like the other towns. So we are having meeting from time to time. And also even the integrated housing unit in Nongpoh, even last month we had a meeting. So I would like to inform the members we are updated. So hopefully it will be okay in a few months. And about the PMAYU also, we have reviewed it. And the problem as of now, a little bit the progress very slow, yes. So we are pushing it to make sure that all this, even PMMIU for the previous slot has been allotted, so the beneficiaries, it takes lots of time because there is some guidelines. So even that we are in discussion now. We are trying to discuss with the government of India. There is some guideline which is little bit complicated. So we receive a complaint from the beneficiaries. So even this issue, so we are on the job. So and yes, also it's very, very valid. And the honorable member keep coming to me about this MTC buildings at Nongpoh, which fall under transport. I think surely will be, within this financial year, we will improve it nicely, which is a very, very genuine case. I have seen the building looks very little in that condition. So hopefully, as of now, I have told them to prepare the DPR also when the last meeting when he met me in my chamber. And all the other project infrastructure in the city we are trying. Yes, of course, it does not mean that all the infrastructure linked directly to urban department. Yes, there is maybe link with the other line department like PHE, like MSCB and PUD, and we are keeping coordinating all this. So all the line department are having meeting from time to time to make sure that all the infrastructure should be in one course. Yes, there is some infrastructure which is linked directly to urban, and there is like road, it links to PUD, and like removing of poles, it links to MSL. So all the other line department, we are having meeting from time to time, because we want that this only one department won't solve the problem. Suppose we need some time with traffic, like how we face during implementation of the smart road project. So like removing of utilities, one of the most challenge we face, and to widen the road because private land is there. So this one is, and hopefully that with this new project from police, I think within few months, the project is going to start instead of smart roads from smart city. So we have been sanctioned from the PUD and the tender has been called. So I think with this coming season, we'll be getting a good road resurfacing all our cities. So I hope with these clarifications, I am satisfied, dear member. But maybe if I miss any point, not touches, maybe I left out. So all the important point has been suggested and mentioned by the member is noted by me. So hopefully we'll try our best and we'll try to work hand in hand with the other line department to make sure all this like infrastructure, sanitation, and the parking space within the city and other town, it should be improved in the days to come. So with this, I resume my seat, Mr. Chairman, sir.